Welcome back to Whole Food Plant People. Here's one of the most delicious things I just discovered and started making. Recently I was looking for some bananas. We were out. I wanted to get my nutrition from my fruit group for the day. And my wife reminded me that we have frozen bananas, so I made this delicious meal I'm about to show you now. It's quick, easy, highly nutritious, and a whole food plant food. First thing I did was put 2 cups of whole grain oats into the pot. Then I cover it with water, which is about 2.5 cups of water. When our bananas start getting too ripe, we take them out of the peel and put them into a Ziploc and into the freezer. A lot of people do this for smoothies, but we're going to pull 2 frozen bananas out of the freezer and put them into the oats. They're going to be delicious. 1 big bag of frozen bananas, already peeled. If this is your first time taking your bananas that are overripe and putting them into the freezer, don't make the same mistake I did. Peel them first, otherwise it's one big painus in the anus to get them out. This is what it looks like after the bananas have been freezing in the bag. They might look a little bit brown, but that's because they're sweet and delicious. I'm going to put the equivalent of 2 bananas into the pot. Boom. Medium-low heat. Put a lid on and let them heat up. You're probably wondering, how long do you cook the oats? I'm going to say about 7 or 8 minutes. It takes a few minutes for the water to start boiling, but mostly I want to make sure that I'm stirring it after about 4 or 5 minutes and just waiting until most of the water has absorbed into the oats. The bananas should be soft enough by this point so that my tongue against the roof of my mouth can masticate the bananas all on their own. Now, that's not it. While this is starting to heat, I get out my raw baking cocoa powder. The only ingredient in here is raw organic cocoa. Now, I take 1 teaspoon and put it into the pot of the oats and bananas and water and mix it after it starts getting warm. And then the cocoa melts, and I add a little bit of one more ingredient after that. Just drizzle it in. Just sprinkle it in there. And then stir it up a little bit. And let this cook on a medium to low heat, almost like you're making a pudding. But there's no added sugar, there's no added salt, there's no added fat except a little bit of fat that comes naturally in the raw cocoa powder. You know, the tiny little bit of fat in raw whole food ingredients is natural to the body. It's when we start extracting fats, like in the form of oils or butters or creams or things like that, that our heart has a real problem with it. Because the endothelium, the wall around our heart, starts to get thick and sticky, and it starts to pull in all of those extra fats. And then when the fats get inside, they destroy the layer that is holding back the well of plaque, which then is broken open and it enters into our bloodstream, into our arteries, and it clogs them up. And that's how strokes and heart attacks happen. Look up Dr. Esselstyn, Caldwell B Esselstyn Jr, if you want a really good graphic on how that works. And as he says, once you see this and once you realize what oils and fats and creams do to your heart, you'll never want to put oil in your body again. Since the bananas were overripe when we froze them, when they get overripe, they're too sweet to eat. But when you freeze them, for some reason, they just taste delicious when they come back out. It's all that sweetness inside. But it's still a whole food. And Vietnamese cinnamon. We're running out of water at the bottom. It means we're almost done. I think I need to mix the bananas in a little more. Get that sweetness mixed up together. Where are all the bananas? I think all the bananas must have melted. See if we can find any whole bananas at this point. That's amazing. They just like melt in there. There's a little piece. So when you get a little piece of the banana, Here's a little piece of banana. Okay, let's try a little organic cocoa cinnamon banana oatmeal. That banana is so sweet. You're not going to have one in every bite, so it's not going to be a fully sweet cereal. This isn't sugar frosted flakes. But it's going to be delicious because you eat your oats, get a whole grain food, and every once in a while you get a nice bite of sweet banana. Thanks for watching Whole Food Plant People. I'll put the ingredients in the description. Thank you, Tyler, for your suggestion. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of these videos. Let me know what you think in the comments. And please share it with somebody you love who also loves food.